Welcome to GATE 2021 model questions on control systems. Today's our topic is root laws technique. Let us see the question number 3. The root laws diagram of an open loop transfer function k into s plus 1 whole square by x cube into s plus 10 whole square is. These are the options shown here. Let us go to the solution. By seeing this open loop transfer function only, we have to understand that what is this s plus 1 by s plus 10 transfer function? S plus 1 by s plus 10 is a lead compensator. A 0 locating near to the origin, that is minus 1. Pole locating far away from the origin, which is located at minus 10. For a lead compensator, how will be the phase plot is? At 0 frequency, the phase angle will be 0 degrees. Infinite frequency also, the phase angle will be 0 degrees. The remaining frequencies, the phase increase and decrease. Exactly at what frequency we'll get the maximum phase shift is, let it be omega 1 m, and omega m will be the geometric mean of the 0 and pole, and the maximum phase shift is denoted as phi m, where phi m is given as sine inverse of 1 minus alpha by 1 plus alpha. For your given question, what is alpha value is 1 by 10 or 0.1. When the substitute alpha is equals to 1 by 10, then what is the maximum shift phase shift we will be getting as 54.9 degrees, or you can approximate as 55 degrees. But in our given problem, the transfer function of the lead system is like this: s plus 1 by s plus 10 whole square. What is this indicates is two same lead systems connected in cascaded, that is s plus 1 by s plus 10 into s plus 1 by s plus 10. For two lead systems, whenever they are connected in cascaded, what is the maximum phase shift formula will be? Same lead systems is 2 sine inverse of 1 minus alpha by 1 plus alpha. And what is the maximum phase shift provided by these two lead systems connected in cascading is 55 into 2, which will be 110 degrees. That is a maximum phase shift. For this transfer function, phase plot will be in this manner: phase increase and again decrease and gets to 0. And what is the maximum phase shift will be getting as plus 110 degrees for this one. Now you have a transfer function k by x cube. What this poles lying at origin will do effect on the phase plot is only shifting. But the total plot shifts below minus 270 degrees when you add 3 poles at origin. If you add 1 pole at origin, the total phase shift decrease shifts to the minus 90 degrees below. If you have k by s square, 2 poles lying at origin, the total plot shifts below minus 180 degrees. K by x cube means the total phase plot shifts down below minus 270 degrees. Hence, the phase plot will be like this. I'll first show the phase angle of the given open loop transfer function gh, which will be k by j omega whole cube angle will be minus 270 degrees plus 2 into tan inverse of omega minus tan inverse of omega by 10. Okay. For at 0 frequency, what will be the phase angle is minus 270 only. Infinite frequency also, what is the phase angle is minus 270. Means the total phase plot will be shifting below minus 270. Starts at minus 270, ends at minus 270. This is the phase plot. And what is the maximum phase shift is? When it starts at 0 degrees, it will be plus 110. Now, when it starts at minus 270 degrees, what is the maximum phase shift we'll be getting is minus 270 degrees plus 110 degrees. What will be this angle value will be is minus 160 degrees. Then where will be minus 180 degrees? Below minus 160 only. Here only will have minus 180. Therefore, how many frequencies this phase plot cuts minus 180 degrees is 2 frequencies. Or that is phase crossover frequencies will be 2, let it be omega pc1, omega pc2. Definitely when you equate the phase angle of upper loop transfer function minus 180 degrees and solve omega, definitely we'll be getting as 2 phase crossover frequencies. Therefore, hence the root laws diagram compulsory cuts 2 times your imaginary axis. How many times the phase plot cuts minus 180 degrees? That many times the root laws will cut the positive imaginary axis. Hence, our root laws diagram will be drawn for the given open loop transfer function in this manner. There are 3 poles lying at origin, open loop poles lying at origin, and there are 2 zeros, minus 1, minus 1, 2 simple poles, minus 10, minus 10. At k is equal to 0, all the closed loop poles are open loop poles, that is 0, 0, 0, minus 10, minus 10. Infinite gain, open loop zeros only, minus 1, minus 1. And where the root loss lies on the real axis, that will tick the regions. Where the root loss lies on the real axis, if you select any root on the real axis on the right hand side, the number of open loop poles and 0 should be odd number. Hence, the root loss lies where on the real axis, 0 to minus 1, even minus 1 to minus infinity, minus 10 to minus infinity. What is the angle of departure of this 5 poles? Is one of this pole will departure with 180 degrees. One of this pole will depart with 0. Another pole departures with 180. How many asymptotes we have in this example is 3. And what are the 3 asymptotic angles are 60, 180 and 300. For which branch will terminate simply with 180 degrees is this branch only. Means one of this pole will terminate simply with 180 degrees. One of this pole will reaches to this 0. One of this pole reaches to this 0. That are your 3 root locus branches. Let me show with a different colors for you. So this is one branch, already I shown with blue color. This is one branch. Second branch will be this one, black color. Okay. The third branch will be this one, minus 10 to minus 3. Remaining 2 branches will break at origin only and terminates with an angle of 60 degrees and 300 degrees in parallel with the asymptotic angles. But how many times the root loss plot will cut imaginary axis? That easily we can analyze from the frequency domain method phase plot, not with the Routh-Hurwitz criterion. Routh-Hurwitz criterion will give it, but it becomes more complicated for this fifth order system. 2 times it will cut imaginary axis only. Hence, the root loss diagram I will show with another color. For this root loss plot will cut imaginary axis 2 times. That is like this. That is one time here positive imaginary axis, another one here. So like this, one branch terminates infinity with an angle of 60 degrees. Another branch terminates infinity with an angle of 300 degrees. Negative imaginary axis cuts and goes. Okay. Hence, our option will be, if you see your options, our option will be B. With this, actually our solution will complete, but let me explain your lead concepts still in a good manner. If you consider one lead system, S plus A by S plus B, where alpha is A by B, the maximum phase shift provided by one lead system will be always less than 90 degrees. If you want to get 90 degrees means alpha should be 0, which cannot be happens. But if you want to get 90 or even above 90, then we have to go for two lead systems, same or different. I am going to the two same lead systems connecting in cascading, where alpha will be A by B, but the maximum phase shift formula will not be sine inverse. It will be 2 sine inverse of 1 minus alpha by 1 plus alpha. Okay. If you want to get this phi m value as 90 degrees, then each lead system should provide how much phase shift is 45 degrees. For if this lead system, if it provides 45 degrees, then this lead system will provide how much phase shift is 2 into 45, 90. It should provide the 45 degrees means what is the required alpha value is 1 by 5.828. That is the required alpha value to get the phase shift for one lead system to be 45 degrees. If you want to get more than 45 degrees, the alpha value should be still reduced. That is alpha, whenever you keep less than 1 by 5.28, then the maximum phase shift will be greater than 45 degrees, one lead system. And two lead systems can provide more than 90 degrees when alpha value is selected as less than 1 by 5.28. Okay, therefore, hence when you select alpha is equals to 1 by 5.828, this compensator, two lead compensator connected in cascaded, will give the phase shift as maximum how much is 90 degrees. If you want to get greater than 90 degrees means, then you have to connect a alpha less than 1 by 5.828. Now in our given question, whenever they select any value alpha less than 1 by 5.28, that is in our given question alpha is given as 1 by 10, which is less than 1 by 5.828. Definitely the two lead systems can provide more than 90 degrees for us. And for minus 270, if we had more than 90 degrees, then the phase shift will go above minus 180 degrees, so that the phase plot cuts 2 times your minus 180 degrees line. Let me explain still clearly. For if I take g of s as k by x cube, what is the phase angle of k by x cube? K by j omega whole cube is minus 270. This constant will be maintaining minus 270. Means since the phase plot at 0 frequency, the angle will be minus 270 degrees. If you want to increase or decrease the phases by adding zeros and pole, if I add one 0, let it be s plus 1, the phase starts to increase. If I add a pole, the phase increase due to addition of a 0, due to addition of a pole, phase decreases and like this. But one lead system can provide only phase shift only less than 90 degrees. Therefore, for minus 270, if we add less than 90 degrees, the angle will be not above minus 180, it will be below minus 180 degrees. For if you want to get above minus 180 degrees, the phase angle, that is if you want to get the phase angle greater than minus 180, like minus 170, minus 160 or minus 150, you have to connect two lead systems with alpha value less than 1 by 5.828. Means even if they write here denominator part 6, 7, 8, alpha will be less than 1 by 5.828, where phase plot cuts minus 180 degrees 2 times, 2 frequency it will cuts. But for this alpha 1 by 10, the two lead systems will provide orders of phase shift already, which we explained as 110 degrees. Hence, this value will be minus 160 and minus 180 will be here, and definitely will get two phase crossover frequencies. Means compulsory the root laws diagram will cuts imaginary positive imaginary axis 2 times, that is plus j omega pc1 plus j omega pc2, and negative imaginary axis at minus j omega pc1 minus j omega pc2. If you select the transfer function as like this, k by x cube into s plus 1 by, here any value if you write less than 5.828, if I write a, And A, if you select less than 5.828, how will be the phase plot is, this phase plot will never cuts minus 180 degrees. If phase plot never cuts minus 180 degrees means your root loss plot will never cuts the imaginary axis. If you select A is equal to exactly 5.828, that is alpha value 1 by 5.828 means only for one frequency only the phase plot cuts minus 1 degrees, hence the root loss diagram also cuts positive imaginary axis only one time. So this is your analysis on the lead system. Still, you can take a different examples on lead and lag systems and analyze it. Definitely can solve this type of conditionally stable system problems. Thank you.